We got Andre Ewell back here on the program. Of course, he's going to be making his promotional debut coming up here at UFC Fight Night 137 on September 22nd. Andre, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful, man. Thank you all for having me, James. I pretty honestly appreciate you. So thank you for having me back.
No problem. I'm glad to catch up with you again. Of course, we did the interview right when this fight was announced. Now you've been through training camp, and a lot has happened. And one of the big things that's happened in your division is, TJ Dillashaw defends his title against Cody Garbrandt in the rematch. Just as a fellow bantamweight, what'd you think of the fight? Did you expect the fight to play out like that?
Truth be told, I did. But didn't believe it to be so early. Probably more in the second round if Cody would have somehow survived that onslaught of the second round. It's going to be one of those TJ takeover type ordeal. But things happen the way it ends, and the way I look at it is it's just another menu or another dinner plate for me in the future. So that's honestly how I look at it.
No, I like that. I like that for sure. What do you think is next for Dillashaw? Do you think they're going to give him Henry Cejudo, or do you think that, because there's all these bantamweight contenders, it seems like there's no rush to, it seems from the UFC's part, to put any of those matchups together.
Well, truly, if anything, he might actually go boxing, man. DJ might go boxing because, the whole Twitter him and versus with Davison.
Yeah, Davis. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So with that little situation, he might actually just enter that little zone, or he might end up involving him to come over. Who knows? But if anybody that deserves a chance to fight with TJ at this moment would be Mighty Mouse. That's how I look at it. That's like one of those fights everybody's been waiting for, wanted that stuff to happen, and even TJ spoke on it and stated that if anyone deserves anything, it would have been him. So that's how I feel on that situation. But that's them. That's them, and in the future, when that ends up happening, I'll end up having my say-so whenever that fight ends up, presenting itself.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. It kind of looks like Henry Cejudo is going to fight him next since he won the title, and there's a lot of stuff going into that because he just won the title. But anyways, that's not important. What's important here is your fight coming up here. We got less than 4 weeks left of camp. How have things been going with training camp? I know you really wanted to structure things, and how's it been going?
It's been going well. As I ended up stating before, that I always work on things that I end up feeling like I have a disadvantage at, and turn it around where I actually have an advantage at. So especially with the groundwork, that is something I honestly love doing every time that I end up getting back inside the gym. With Ralph Acosta, the last person that, last time we were on, that he came by. It's been coming by. My boy Austin Wilson came through. Tony Gios, automatically my striking coach, but at the same time, the overall person that works on everything. And then you got Merle Miller that's making everything crisp. And then, I'm sticking with my conditioning with my cousin Damon and my brother Adrian. So everything's kind of fitting perfectly for everything that I need to do and perform for my debut. Because the whole point is about making me look good. And I already look good, so I got to perform good. So, I got to make things automatically set, like especially with my cowboy boots in the back. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah.
So, that will be presented to the debut of UFC as well. They're going to get the taste of the boot man. Boot goofing. New boot goofing. That's me. You feel me? There it is.
Have you also visualized, like going into Brazil and hearing all the chants and things like that? Because I know that's a big part of it too, heading into enemy territory.
Well, we all know that I'm like used to the enemy territory, but I have been getting new information that they be out there chanting like "we'll kill you" and stuff like that. But the whole thing is that I know I'm going to be ready for it, and I know I'm going to be ready for them to end up being on my side as well. Just the fact is in that I'm the person that likes to be worldwide. So since I want to be worldwide, I'm going to end up grabbing new fans off of my performance and basically off the hard work, and they're going to end up seeing the passion. So basically the world will know who I am come September 22nd, and they're going to end up loving me, as always. 5 minutes is all I need.
Exactly. No, I like that.
5 minutes.
How's recovery going during training camp? What have you been implementing in the old recovery?
You know that I'm always sticking with the Terphouse. The oils, I always keep it on handy, always on my side everywhere I end up going, especially when I'm like on my outings. I was over here at OC Fair with Curtis. I was with him at one of my teammates' fights. He ended up fighting out there. Was there with it, and also rubbing it down with the lotions. Like I said, people don't understand. It's the gum and the lotion is my favorite. of the situation. So CBD lotion is what to go with, especially with Terphouse. So if anybody, jump on my site, Day 42, okay, spelled DAII 42, and just pop up on the link. Use Afro Monkey for the 20% discount. Make sure y'all end up doing that. But yeah. So my recovery, it's automatically it's livid. It's constantly keep me pushing. I'm having a new body my fresh body every time that I walk into the gym, and for me to have that, this just shows I'm going to be performing the way that I need to perform, and the way I need to perform is me, like I stated, making me look good, and that's what I'm on.
How about the weight cut? Has that process started yet? I know we're 4 weeks out.
It has. But the way that I end up moving about it's not so dramatic on my body. So I end up kind of changing on that little calorie count for this camp. Just factors in that I know that once I get out there, it's going to be really hectic on flying, driving places, interviews, and stuff like that. So I already know I got to be at a certain weight when I get out there. So I'm aiming for 140/141 or 139/140. I get there by the 17th/16th of that week, everything will end up falling through. But as of right now, weight cut is actually perfect. I'm feeling myself. Every sweat and drip that I end up going with, like I said, is feel like I'm not cutting weight at all, and that's the whole goal. Make me feel like I'm not cutting at the same time that I didn't even work out. As long as my last round is like my first round, we're all good.
Have you been watching much tape on your opponent, or do your coaches do that?
Coaches do it. I only catch like here and there moments, as in the things that I need to know, but they're actually really good at the whole homework thing. Me, I end up like I said, I adapt to whatever is in front of me. Because, we'll have one of those moments where I'll know if my opponent wants to press forward, I have an answer for that. I know when my opponent wants to go backwards, I have an answer for that. So everything ends up being the same thing that I end up picturing in my head. Because everybody turns into what? A wrestler. Everybody's going to be a wrestler. They're going to try to end up learning their jits. And like I stated, I can roll with the best. And that's one thing that I can do. And people can constantly keep feeling that I'm naive on the situation. But truth be told, the proof is in the pudding. I end up able to do these things. And every time that they start out being a black belt, one punch will drop a stripe down. And that's something that my coach Tony would say, and something I honestly end up going with, So, plus, I got a lot of stuff riding on everything I'm doing right now,
Of course, yeah. Big debut, everything else.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, but again, UFC give me that opportunity to showcase my talents. It's freaking awesome. So, I honestly, truly appreciate that, especially where I came from, from the whole zero. So, zero to the hero. That's
zero to the hero. I like that. The betting lines for this fight aren't out yet. I'm sure they're going to be out closer to fight time, but I imagine you're going to be the underdog in this one just because he's a former champion. Are you telling your friends, hey, put some money on me, let's get this going? Because if you're anything to plus money, that'd be a good investment.
That is true. And to be honest, I feel like they already know, like Merle, he's already on that mindset, like, oh, I'm about to bet on you already, da-da-da. And I'm like, all right, whatever y'all, I was like, whoever bets on me, I get 5%. Let them
That's smart. You got to do that ahead of time.
Now. Yeah. Let me go ahead. Because like I said, if you put a lot, you're going to end up making a lot. So it's one of those things. Because I already know I'm supposed to be the underdog. But again, I'm going to end up doing what I do best and put on a show and be Mr. Entertainment. Be Mr. Me, as in always, a.k.a. the AM Good Morning, waking people up today. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be waking up the world / Renan Barao. He's going to be waking up to something new. And that's how I feel.
How do you see this fight playing out on September 22nd?
I'm sticking to it. First round. Everything will be settled in the first round. Everybody will understand how the fight is going to go. Everybody's going to know what's going to end up happening. It's going to be one of those situations as in I know the movie because we already seen the dang credits of the situation or the previews. So now, how did he get there? That's what's going to end up happening. So it's going to be the build up to that full climax of what's getting ready to happen. And then, like I said, it's going to be explosive. Because one thing about Renan, he's going to be explosive. I'm going to be explosive. So the fight's going to be explosive. It's going to be exciting forever how
I
long it's
agree,
gonna
man.
be.
I can't wait for this one. It's going to be awesome. Before I let you go, obviously you got a plane ride to get there. What are you going to be doing on the airplane? Are you going to, aside from trying to get some sleep, are you going to be listening to any podcasts, watching any TV, any movies, anything like that? What do I find you doing on the airplane?
On the airplane, I am going to literally try to get the most sleep I can possibly can, which I know that I'm not because I'm afraid of heights. I ain't a fan of heights, even though I've been trying to conquer it. Because my goal is eventually be able to skydive, which I will be doing like later on. But later on keeps becoming later on, so we'll call it. But yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna be up on there. I'm gonna try to do my best because one thing is my brother. First time gonna be going out of country, and me and my brother never jumped on a trip with each other. So this for his first trip to be my first fight and out of the country. It's freaking awesome. So we're all gonna be on that plane. So we're probably gonna end up talking. I ain't gonna really be moving, so I'm gonna be like sitting in one spot the whole time. Trying to control the dang turbulence. But podcast, you feel me? Download some of your stuff, you already know, so I can end up listen to me talk and you talk, catch up on all of that, and then work up on my Spanish because I'm gonna end up speaking Spanish out there a little bit. I know they speak Portuguese, but it kind of deranged off of that situation with Spanish, so I'm gonna be out there. Probably gonna be looking stupid, but I'll be speaking Spanish. So yeah, I gotta, it's what would I say? De Espanol for today. Do you feel me? Do you
A little
feel
bit,
me?
yeah. I'm in
Just
Canada.
a
We don't
little
really
bit.
speak much Spanish, but I'll take your word
Oh,
for it.
okay. That's all I need. Anybody else that watches, they could be like, all right, he said something. He just said one thing, but all right, he's out there. But yeah, so after that, I end up handling that and aiming to actually come out to Canada,
Oh, yeah?
for
Where are you
trying
going
to
in
get a fight
Canada?
out there. Oh, I'm trying to fight in Canada.
Oh, you want to come on that Toronto card, man? I think that's the right
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, that's something I want to do from Brazil to Canada. That would be like awesome. So, but yeah, that's the goal. But got to handle business first, and then we'll end up talking onto that the Canada card. Yeah,
I like
but
that.
definitely.
I like the plan. You can come meet Drake. Anyways, Andre, it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. I always appreciate the time. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you have any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
You can catch me on Twitter, day24_Dre, or you can catch me on Instagram, day42. And remember, day spelled Daii. All right, or you can just literally type in my name, Andre Ewell. Shout out to Terphouse. Thank you, honestly, for the recovery, making me feel the way that I am, and constantly keep pushing. Thanking for my teammates, thanking Matt Dodge, thanking UFC for ended up giving me those opportunities, and obviously I got to thank my new boot goofing back there because I'm about the cowboy life as well. So there you go. AM, good morning, waking people up today. That's how I end up looking at it. So thank you for having me, brother.